All right, so for this week, we are focusing on collaboration in groups. And so, what I have designed is a group work assignment that will be used in our ELA time, and students will work in their groups that I've assigned to complete the following project. So, we are reading a Cinderella story in our Wonders book. And so, one of my favorite things is that there are many different Cinderella stories from lots of different cultural backgrounds. So I want them to compare and contrast, working on that essential Common Core standard with different Cinderella stories of their choosing. So I have designed this to be technologically fancy. So this will be posted. This is their kind of info sheet. They're used to me giving them info sheets where I give them the basic information about what they will be doing in their assignment. And so it starts with letting them know that the introduction, this is what we're doing today, and then their group direction. So they're going to choose a Cinderella story from the list that I've provided them so they don't have to go and search for one. They're going to listen to that read aloud on YouTube because I don't have all those books in my classroom library. And then they're going to compare and contrast that story that they're reading online with the story that we read in class using a Venn diagram. Then there are questions on the bottom here that they will answer on different slides. So what I have done is I have put them into groups on our team. So they're in different channels. And they're like group 1, group 2, group 3. So in their groups, I'm going to upload a copy of this collaborative PowerPoint. And so this will be in assignments and on teams. This is what they use to complete the activity. So it is their Cinderella stories from around the world. And again, it has those group directions because my goal is that they're going to be in a breakout room working together. And so they have this PowerPoint, they have the directions in 2 places to add to clarity. Then as they go over the group directions, then they go to this slide. Now this has been really successful for our group and our class. So they're going to assign the group roles. There are no more than 4 kids in a group, because I think more than that gets a little crazy. And so they will assign those group roles. That way they all have an understanding of who is to do what. So there's the facilitator, the moderator, the genius bar, and the recorder. And then they will put the names in here so that I know who was responsible for each one of these parts. Then we have our 5th grade group work expectations here on the side that we've talked about as a group, that we established as a group, and that we always discuss before we go into this. So next, I have the pictures of the stories that they can choose from that they'll use to compare and contrast the one that we read today. And you're going to be so proud, I was able to hyperlink the pictures. So when students access this, if they want to choose like the rough face girl, this one, all they have to do is control click and that'll take them to the YouTube story of the rough face girl. And same for all of these. This makes it really easy for my visual learners. Then they'll come back and they'll complete this Venn diagram, enter their text box that we've been practicing. And then we have our criteria for success on our book report questions. So again, they're going to answer these questions on a separate slide, and they use pictures and graphics to add to the understanding of their writing. We have the question and then what that criteria for success is. I keep it very simple in my class. That success, as long as they're following their group norms, this is also a way to be successful. It's a minimum of a sentence. And we've talked about sentences. We understand what they are. Well, we're working on that anyway. Minimum 2 sentences, minimum 5 sentences. And I've even given them sentence frames because I have a lot of English learners in my class. And so this is a great way for them to start. So this will be uploaded to their teams and their channels. And that is how we will do the collaborative group work.